Hi, I'm Elise Dewsbury. I'm the Artistic Director of New Musicals, Inc.
I'm Scott Guy, I'm the Executive Director.
Now, new musicals, good ones, take a lot of time, creativity, money, and a lot of collaboration. And every year, we help out in the development of a couple of dozen new musicals.
Right, but the problem is, there's no money in developing musicals. There's no ticket sales. We get some of our money from grants and fundraisers and through our board of directors, but very little from ticket sales. All development and no production, that is not a winning business model.
Well, in point of fact, we do actually have 3 small musicals that we help develop that are getting productions around the country, and that brings in a little bit of revenue to us each year, but it's not yet quite enough to impact our bottom line. So what we really need to do is to create more and more musicals and nurture them to opening night.
Right, so Elise and I are doing everything we possibly can do. We work 80, 90 hours a week. I'm not asking for your sympathy. We actually love what we do. But eventually, we're going to run out of gas. Elise turned this year, and I'm not far behind.
Yes, and so we think we want to kick things up a notch because we want to be noticed on a national scale. We want to have a bigger voice. We want to make some noise.
Exactly. We need a larger staff. We need a staff. And we need working capital. We need working capital for our productions, not only on stage, but on the internet. But the good news is that musicals are big business these days. Musicals are busting out all over, wherever you look, in features, in TV, in film, and in the internet. We're just dying to become players and not just developers.
Yes, now we have, in fact, produced 3 world premieres, but we would like to produce more regularly and more consistently. And as far as internet musicals go, behind the scenes we've already written and created and shot several prototypes, but it's time for us to really up our production value so that we can launch those musicals out into the internet where there is an audience that's anxious to see them.
Exactly. Now, commercial producers and regional theaters can't do what we do. They can't develop a couple dozen shows a season and not get them to opening night. They can't afford to have their shows not make it to opening night.
Yes, but we can. We can develop a new show from outline to first draft, readings, developmental workshops, concert presentations. That's what we do. In fact, that's what we've been doing for 40 years. And recently, more and more writers and Broadway producers have been coming to us for advice and consulting.
Right, but we're missing that last piece, which is to become national producers ourselves.
Right. Now, we have produced local world premieres in 2010, 2012, 2014, 2017. But in order for us to really be heard, we need to produce more regularly and not just in LA.
Because here's a dirty little secret. You can't make money producing theater in Los Angeles. The theaters just aren't big enough. There's just not enough ticket sales to be had. Each of our productions have lost about $20,000. So in order to get the next one going, we need to be prepared to lose about that much on the next one and then launch it on a national scale.
And we think it's really good timing for us. This past summer when we produced at the Hollywood Fringe Festival, we sold 91% of our tickets. Almost every one of our nights was sold out.
Woohoo!
Now we understand that producing commercially is different from producing at a fringe festival, but we do think that we already have a ravenous audience that wants to see what we're producing and is urging us on to show them whatever it is that we create next.
We understand the internet is a different economic model from commercial producing. But there's pay-per-view and advertising and building up a brand and then selling it to Netflix or Amazon or HBO Go or something like that. But that's the end game. In order to get to that point, we need to create.
And that is our pitch, because we are tired of people coming up to us and saying, "Hey, New Musicals, Inc., you guys are great. How come I've never heard of you?" What we'd like is for them to come up to us and say, "Hey, New Musicals, Inc., you guys are great. I want to make a new musical with you."
Exactly. We want to stop being a well-kept secret. We want to become the center of new musical theater development in America. We want to get our stuff out there, but we need working capital to do that. Will you help us? We need about $120,000 over the next 3 years.
Right, and we've made it very easy for you. For as little as $5 a month, you can become a friend of New Musicals, Inc., and your donation is tax deductible.
So if you believe in the future of new musicals and you would like to help New Musicals, Inc. become a big player and get our stuff out there and have a louder voice and make some noise, Please become a friend of ours today.
Thank you.